Hi friends, good morning. My name is Ashwath Hegde and this is third video as part of our aptitude and reasoning video lesson series. Those who are watching this video for the first time, you can watch previous two videos where we have discussed the time and work related uh, problems and problems on mirror. Okay, so here we'll continue, and this video lesson series again, this is for those who are self preparing and do not taking any coaching. And here we'll be discussing more than 40 different aptitude and reasoning related topics. I have included 5 to 10 more topics which are recently being they are asking in UPSC CSAT examination. And this video lesson series will be also including some English comprehension based questions and how to approach them and how to solve them. Okay, what are the strategies to prepare for comprehension based questions? Okay, how to follow this course? Here there is a PDF attached to this video. Okay, you can download that. It will be having questions and blank same material will be shared. So you have to watch the video as I explained. You have to write down the problems in your notes. So it will serve as a basic notes. So if you want to update it, just pick the different types of problems on individual topic from any other book like RS Agrawal or aptitude and reasoning books. Just add the different types of problems and revise the same problems for multiple times. Understand the methods, tricks. So definitely it will help you to solve any state service and UPSC CSAT examination to qualify it. So for banking and related exams, you have to put some more energy on aptitude and reasoning part, and this part will be helpful for all state service examinations and UPSC CSAT examinations. Okay, in the last class we have already covered problems on mirror and type 1 on time and work, and in this video we'll cover time and work type 2 related problem. Okay, and I thank every one of you for watching this video, and I also thank my Forest College Panampet and also my friends, those who are helping me to do this video lesson series. Okay, we will continue with the time and work type 2. So in this type of problem they'll ask questions like, so there is a one person, he will do some amount of work, and another person, he will do same amount of work in this particular days. In how many days if they work both together? Or they will ask questions on tanks. So the tank will be having a tap which will empty the tank, and there is another pump set, another tap which will fill the tank. So if both the taps are, you know, open together, then in how much time the tank will be empty or tank will be full? Like that they will ask question. So this type of problem you can solve very easily in the examination. Like so read this problem. A alone can finish a piece of work in 10 days. B alone can finish the same work in 15 days. And then in how many days A and B together can finish the full work? So here two people are there. Then you can solve this either by a formula method or by trick method. So formula method will be helpful if there are only two people. Then if more than two people, or if they are asking indirectly question, then you have to go for trick method. So we'll see what is the formula method. So in formula method is AB upon A plus B. So here A alone can finish in 10 days, A will be 10. So B alone can finish the same work in 15 days. Then in how many days A and B together can finish the work? A plus B, that is 10 plus 15. So 15 tens are 150 upon 10 plus 15 is 25. So 25 ones are 25 6 the 150. So in 6 days A and B, they work together and they finish the full work. So if you look at this, if there are only two people, just follow this formula method on time and work. So there is a one more trick method. This trick method will be helpful to solve problems if they are asking indirectly or more than two people. So we will see how. So to solve by trick, you should know concept about LCM. Okay, lowest common multiple. So how to find LCM? You should know this. So in usually traditional way, the LCM between 10 and 15 you can find, like 10 and 15, and start with the lowest number, that is 2. 2 5s are 10, so 15 will remain like this. Then 3, 5 will remain, so 3 5s are, so 5 1s are 1s are. So multiply all this, 5 3s are 15, 15 2s are 30. So 30 is the LCM. So another way you can find out the LCM, that is if they have given two number, take the bigger number. So here bigger number is 15. So look whether another number is dividing this number completely or not. So 10 15, 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, so it is not dividing 15 completely. So take the multiple of 15, that is 30. Now look whether 10 is dividing this number completely or not. So 10 3s are 30. So this number is divided by both 10 and 15. So this is the LCM. So in this is a trick method. So here you can find 2, 4, 8 and 10. Find the LCM of 2, 4, 8 and 10. Okay, here, so bigger number is 10. 10 is here. So look, take first number. 2 is dividing 10. So between 2 and 10, what is the LCM? LCM will be 10. So 2 you can strike out. Between 4 and 8, okay, you can see 4 2s are 8. So you can strike the 4. So between 8 and 10, you can pick the bigger number again. See whether 8 is dividing 10 or not. It is not dividing. So 10 2s are 20. 8, it is not dividing completely. So 10 3s are 30. 8 is not dividing completely. 10 4s are 40. So 8 5s are 40. So 40 is the LCM of 2, 4, 8 and 10. So it looks bit if you don't understand, just practice this method. It will be very much helpful in the examination. You can find the LCM very quickly. Okay. Okay, we'll solve this problem. First step is write down the problem in simplified way. First step is write down this problem in a simplified way. That is, A alone can finish a piece of work in 10 days. B alone can finish the same work in 15 days. Then A and B together, in how many days they finish the work? So here in this problem we don't know what is the work. So first define the work. So to define the work, take the LCM of given numbers. All the numbers, take the LCM of given numbers, that is 10 and 15. So LCM will be 30, we already know. 15 1s are 15, 10 is not dividing 15, 15 2s are 30, so 10 3s are 30. So 30 is the LCM. So I'll define the work as arranging 30 chairs in a particular classroom is the work. So arranging 30 chairs in a classroom is the work. So now I'll allot this work to person A. So he will finish the work in 10 days. He will finish the work in 10 days means what? So every day he will come and he will arrange some chairs and he will go back, and in 10 days he will complete the work. So means every day he will come and arrange 30 divided by 10, that is 3 chairs per day. That is the capacity of person A. So A will arrange 3 chairs in a day, that is his capacity. So we have to define the capacity of individual person. So then B will complete the work in 15 days. That means every day he will arrange 2 chairs and he will go back. So first day he will arrange 2 chairs, then next day fourth, 8, 10, 12, like that he will complete the work in 15 days because there are 30 chairs. So now the question is, if you tell them to work together, that means on the same day A is also coming and he is arranging 3 chairs, and B is also coming, he is arranging 2 chairs. So if they come together, then they will be arranging 5 chairs in a day. So 5 chairs in a day they will arrange together. That means there are total 30 chairs to be arranged. Then they arrange 5 chairs in a day. That means in 6 days they will complete the work, that is arranging 30 chairs. Okay. So this method compared to formula method, it may look difficult, but if it is more than 2 people, it will be very much helpful. Okay. So here I will go through again. So first I have to write down the problem in simplified way, then find out what is the LCM and define the work. So arranging 30 chairs in a classroom is the work. Then A will arrange it in 10 days, that means his capacity is 3 chairs per day. B will arrange it in 15 days, that means his capacity is 2 chairs per day. Then A and B work together, so they will arrange 5 chairs in a day. That means total there are 30 chairs to be arranged. If they arrange 5 chairs in a day, 30 by 5, that is 6 chairs, 6 days they will complete the work. So in formula method, if there are more than 2 people, then formula will be ABC upon AB plus BC plus CA. Like that it will become more and more complicated if there are more than 2 people. Okay. Now try second one. Okay. So first step is write down the problem in simplified way. A alone can finish a piece of work in 10 days. B alone can finish the same work in 12 days. And C alone can finish the work in 15 days. In how many days A, B and C together can finish the full work? So that is the question. Now we don't know the work. We have to define the work. The next step is defining the work. For that take the LCM of 10, 12 and 15. 10, 12 and 15. So take the bigger number. Now 15 is the bigger number. Look for the multiple. 15 2s are 30. 10 3s are 30. Now you can strike the 10. Take the multiple of 30. So 30 2s are 60. So 12 5s are 60. So 60 is the LCM. Okay. If you don't understand, again practice for different numbers so that you can understand. Okay. So 60 is the LCM. So work is arranging 60 chairs in a classroom is the work. So now A will finish the work in 10 days. That means every day he will arrange 6 chairs per day is the capacity of A. And B will complete the work in 12 days. That means his capacity is 5 chairs per day. Then C will complete the same work in 15 days. That means 60 divided by 15. That means every day he will come and arrange 4 chairs. So by increasing number of days they are taking, their speed will decrease. Okay, they will be having less speed. So he will arrange only 4 chairs in a day. B will arrange 5 chairs and A will arrange 6 chairs. So in total, if they come together, then they will arrange total 15 chairs. So in total they will arrange 15 chairs, that is 6 plus 5 plus 4. So 15 chairs in a day. So there are, what is the total work? Total work is arranging 60 chairs in a classroom. So 15 ones are 15 4. So in 4 days they will finish the work. Fine. Okay, try this one. So whenever I say try the problem, just pause the video and try it for yourself and check the answer. Okay, so A alone can finish the work in 80 days and he worked for 10 days and left the work. The remaining work was finished by B alone in 42 days. In how many days B alone can finish the full work? So in time and work, there is one more understanding. So that is, so whenever there is a statement, if it is, says he will finish the work in 3 days, okay, A will finish the work in 3 days. That means, so he will divide the work into 3 equal parts. Okay, just for example, the work is eating a cake. So eating a cake is the work, and A will finish the work in 3 days. That means he will divide the cake into 3 parts, 3 equal parts, and he will eat one part in 1 day, and second part in second day, and third part in third day he will finish the work. So if the same statement is in, he will finish the work in 10 days, that means the same cake he will divide it into 10 equal parts, and he will eat 1/10 of the part, that is one part, in 1 day. Here also 1/3 part, he will be eating 1/3 part 1 day, 1/3 part 1 day. So if he is dividing the work into 10 equal parts, he will be eating 1/10 of the part in 1 day. So if he works for 2 days, that means he will be completing 2 parts. What is the work remaining? 1 part is remaining. Okay, so whenever a fraction is there, 1/3, that means the nominator says how much he complete in 1 day, or how much he is taking at a time, at what one time, how much part he is taking. So 2/3 means at a time he is taking 2 part. Okay, that says nominator. Denominator says how many equal parts he has made. Okay, how many equal parts he has divided his work. So he has divided the work into 3 equal parts. It may be 1/10. That means he is divided the work into 10 equal parts, and he is taking one part at a time. Okay, now we'll solve this problem. So A alone can finish the work in 80 days, and he worked for 10 days and he left the work. So the remaining work was finished by B alone in 42 days. And in how many days B alone can finish the full work? So B alone can finish the full work. So that is the question. So now A finished the work in 80 days. That means he divided the work into 80 equal parts, and he worked for 10 days. That means he completed how many parts? He completed 10 parts completed. And the remaining work, that means in 80 parts, 10 parts already completed. So the remaining work is 70 parts. The 70 parts is completed in 42 days by B. Now what you have decided, you have decided that you will allot the full work to B. What is the full work? Eating full cake, that is eating full 80 parts. So full work means 80 parts. So 80 parts, B will finish it in how many days? Okay, so this is how. Now you can solve this one. So this you can take x and cross multiply it. Okay, so here 80 into 42 by 70. So in 48 days B will complete the full work. Okay, understood? So here you have to understand how the work is divided and how much is completed and how much is remaining. Okay. Okay. Try this one. So there are three carpenters, A, B and C, and A takes 6 hours to make a chair and B takes 7 hours to make a chair and C takes 8 hours to make this chair. So if they are ready to work every day 8 hours, then how many chairs they can make in 21 days? So they are working for 8 hours every day, then they are working for work for 21 days. That means in 21 days for total they have worked for 168 hours. So 21 into 8, 168 hours in total they have worked. So A will finish a chair in 6 hours. That means he is working for total 168 hours and he completes a chair in 6 hours. So that means he will be making 6 ones are and 6 twos are 12 and 48 is remaining, 6 eights are 48. So that means he will be making 28 chairs for working 168 hours, and B is also for working for 168 hours. In 7 hours he will make a chair. That means in 168 hours 7 twos are 14, 7 fours are 28. So 24 chairs he is making in 168 hours. So likewise C will be making 8 twos are 21 chair for working 168 hours. So in total, what is the question? All of them are making how many chairs? So that means 28 plus 24 plus 21, that will be 73 chairs. So in total they are making 73 chairs. Okay. Now try this one. A alone can finish a full work in 12 days and A and B together can finish the same work in 8 days. In how many days B alone can finish the full work? Okay. So here it is the same kind of problem. So we don't know the work, we have to define the work. To define the work, take the LCM of given numbers. So LCM is 12 and 8. So 12 twos are 24, 8 threes are 24. So 24 is the LCM. Arranging 24 chairs in a classroom is the work. A will finish the work in 12 days. That means every day he will arrange 2 chairs. That is his capacity. A and B together they finish the work in 8 days. That means A and B together they arrange 3 chairs in a day. Okay. They are asking in how many days B will finish the work. So here you can see A is arranging 2 chair, A and B together they are arranging 3 chair. That means B's capacity is 3 minus 2, that is 1 chair per day. So 1 chair in a day, it is the capacity of B. So there are total 24 chairs to be arranged. That is the complete work. So 1 chair per day, that means in 24 days B can finish the full work. Okay. Fine. So try this one. A can finish one third of the work in 5 days. B can finish two-fifths of the work in 6 days. In how many days A and B together can finish the full work? Here the question is, first write down the problem in simplified way. A finished one third of the work in 5 days. B two-fifths of the work in 6 days. A and B together in how many days? See, A is completing one third of the work. That means he divided the work into three equal parts, and he will complete this first part, one part, in 5 days. That means second part, third part, this will be in 5 days, this will be in 5 days. So A will be completing full work in 5 plus 5 plus 5, that is 15 days. Okay, and B, he completed two-fifths of the work in 6 days. That means he divided the work into 5 equal parts. 5 equal parts, and out of 5 he completed 2 parts in 6 days. This 2 part. Okay, and in the same proportion you can say next 2 part he will complete in another 6 day, then remaining 1 part. So to complete 2 part he take 6 days, to complete 1 part he will be taking 3 days. That means in total 6 plus 6 plus 3, that is 12 plus 3 is 15. So in 15 days he will finish the full work. Now you have A will finish the full work in 15 days, B will finish the full work in 15 days, then A and B together in how many days? So you can solve this. Take the LCM and define the work. So LCM will be 15 and 15, LCM is 15. Arranging 15 chairs in a classroom is the work. Okay, so A will finish in 15 days. That means every day he will arrange 1 chairs per day. B will complete the work in 15 days. B will arrange 1 chairs per day. That means if they come together, they will be arranging 2 chairs in a day. So the work is arranging total 15 chairs. So total work is arranging 15 chairs. Every day they will arrange 2 chairs. That means 2 1 the 2. So in 7.5 days they will complete the work. Either, so whenever they are finishing the work in same equal days, you can directly say they will complete the finish, or they will finish the full work in exactly half of that particular days. That is 15 half is 7.5. So in the examination you can directly write the answer. When both of them have similar speed, the additive speed will be double of them. Okay, and time taken will be half of it. Just remember this. Okay, now 4 men and 6 women can finish a piece of work in 8 days. 3 men and 7 women can finish the same work in 10 days. In how many days can 10 women finish the full work? Now 4 men, 6 women can finish a piece of work in 8 days. 3 men and 7 women can finish the same work in 10 days. In how many days 10 women finish the full work? Okay, now again we don't know the work, we have to define the work. Now to define the work, take the LCM of 8 and 10. So 10 2s are 20, 20 3s are 30, 10 4s are 40, 8 5s are 40. So arranging 40 chairs in the classroom is the work. 4 men and 6 women, they will arrange in 8 days. That means their capacity is how much? 8 5s are 40. So 5 chairs per day is the capacity of this. and 3 men and 7 women in arrange in 10 days. That means every day they arrange 4 chairs per day. That is the capacity. Now you have a quadratic equation. 4 men, the number of chairs arranged by 4 men plus number of chairs arranged by 6 women is 5 chairs. Okay, same way 3 men plus 7 women is 4 chairs. Now you should know how to solve a quadratic equation. So in quadratic equation we just equalize on the both part. Okay, so they have asked 10 women in how many days, so we'll cancel men. So multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4. So 12 men plus 18 women is 15 chairs per day, and 12 men plus 28 women is chairs per day. So one thing you should remember, why didn't we apply quadratic equation here itself? Okay, why? Because this 4 men, it is number of chairs arranged by 4 men, and this 6 women is number of chairs arranged by 6 women, and this is arrow mark which we have put for our understanding. It is not equal, so here you can put equal sign. Okay, because here if you total it will come 5 chair. So this is 4 men, they can arrange this many number of chairs. 6 women, they can arrange this many number of chairs. If you total them, then it will come 5 chairs. So here you can put quadratic equation. So change the sign. So 10 women is 16 minus 15, 1 chairs per day. So 10 women, they can arrange 1 chair in a day. So what is the total work? Total work is arranging 40 chairs. So every day they arrange 1 chair. That means in 40 days they will complete the work. Understood? So if you don't understand any problem, you can write to me. Okay, we'll try next one. P alone can finish a piece of work in 10 days, Q alone in 8 days, R alone in 20 days. P work with Q. Okay, question is, first write down the problem in simplified way. So P alone in 10 days, P can finish the full work in 10 days, Q alone finish the full work in 8 days, R will finish it in 3 days, in 20 days. Okay, and he is saying P worked with Q for how many days? P worked with Q for 2 days and with R, and P worked with R for 3 days. In how many days P alone can finish the remaining work? Okay, so same kind here, we don't know the work, we have to define the work. So to define the work, take the LCM of 10, 8 and 20. Now here you can see 10 and 20, you can strike 10 because 10 divides 20. So 20 ones are 8 is not dividing, 22s are 40, so 8 5s are 40. So arranging 40 chairs in a classroom is a work. So P will arrange in 10 days, that means his capacity is 4 chairs per day. Then Q will arrange it in 8 days, that means his capacity is 5 chairs per day. Then R will arrange in 20 days, that means his capacity is 2 chairs per day. Now he is saying P worked with Q for 2 days, that means P worked for 2 days and Q also worked for 2 days. So if P works for 2 days, that means he will be arranging how many chairs? Per day he will arrange 4 chairs, that means in 2 days he will arrange 8 chairs. Same way Q, in a day he will arrange 5 chairs, then in 2 days he will arrange 10 chairs. So P and Q worked for 2 days, they arranged 8 plus 10, 18 chairs already. Okay. Then on third day P came with R. So he worked for 3 more days. That means P worked for 3 days, R worked for 3 days. So here P worked for 3 days means 12 chairs. R worked for 3 days, that means 6 chairs. So total 12 plus 6, 18 chairs they have arranged. So at the end of fourth day, at the end of sixth day, okay, not sixth day, 2 plus 3, that is 5. At the end of fifth day, already 18 plus 18, that is 36 chairs being already arranged. So what is the remaining work? Remaining work will be, so there are 40 chairs to be arranged in a classroom, 36 chairs already been arranged, remaining work is 4 chairs. So if 4 chairs will be arranged by P alone, in how many days? He will arrange it in 1 day because his capacity is 4 chairs per day. So in 1 day he will finish the full work. So they may ask the question, what is the remaining work will be completed in how many days, like this, or they may ask at the end of what day the full work will be completed. At the end of 2 plus 3, 5 plus 1, 6. At the end of 6th day the full work will be completed. Okay. Okay, so try this one, pipes and cisterns. So if you look at this problem is also like time and work problem. So tap A alone can fill the tank in 10 hours and tap B alone can fill the same tank in 15 hours. And in how much time A and B together can fill the full tank? So instead of work they are asking tank, tap, and instead of so okay, not instead of work, so work will be there. So here you have to define the capacity of the tank, so not the work done. So there is a tank, we don't know the capacity, we have to define the capacity of the tank. To define the capacity of tank we have to take the LCM. Take the LCM of 10 and 15, again same it is 15 2s are 30, 10 3s are 30, so 30 liters. The tank will be having a capacity of 30 liter. Okay, and A tap will fill the tank in 10 hours. That means every hour it is pouring 3 liters per hour. Okay, then tap B will fill the same tank, that is 30 liters tank, in 15 hours. That means every hour it is filling 13 divided by 15, 2 liters per hour. So A and B together they are filling 5 liters per hour. So if they are filling 5 liter in a 1 hour, then the 30 liter tank will be completed in 30 liter tank 6 hours. Okay, instead of days it is hour. So try this one. It takes 12-hour time to fill a tank. It developed a leakage and it is bottom, therefore the tank takes 16 hours time to fill. Same tank. So in how much time the tank can be empty through leakage? Okay, write down the problem in simplified way. It takes 12 hours time to fill a tank. It takes 12 hours to fill a tank. So there is a tank. It is taking 12 hours. So after leakage it is taking 16 hours. So in how much time the tank will be empty? So you have to find the what is the leakage. So for that, again take the capacity. First define the capacity of tank. Take the LCM of given number. So given number is 16 and 12. So what is the LCM? 16 ones are 16, 16 twos are 16 threes are 12 fours are, so 48 liter. So 48 liter is the capacity of the tank. Then while filling the tank, what is the what it was speed? What was the speed? 12 fours are 48. So 4 liters was the speed at which tank was filled. Now after leakage it is taking 16 hours. That means 16 threes are, so 3 liters per hour. So after leakage it is filling only 3 liters. So before leakage 4 liter, after leakage 3 liters. That means 1 liter is the leakage. Understood? So 1 liter is the leakage. So you got the leakage. So now you have 48 liter tank. There is 1 liter leakage. So how much for the leakage it takes to empty the whole tank? 148. So 48 hours. In 48 hours the whole tank will be empty. Okay, if you allow the leakage to work like this, you have to solve the problem in a storytelling manner. Okay, this kind of problem you can solve any type, any different types under this time. Okay, try this one. Tap A alone can fill the tank in 4 hours. Tap A alone can fill the tank in 4 hours, and B can fill the same tank in 5 hours, and C alone can empty the tank. Remember, empty the tank in 2 hours. And tap A was open. A was open at 1 a.m. and tap B was open at 2 a.m. and C at 3 a.m. However, no tap is being closed. At what time the tank will become empty? So this is the question. Okay, again same, we have to define the work. So we have to define the capacity of tank. Four hour, 5 and 2. So 2, 4, 2 get cancelled because 2 2s are 4, and 4 and 5. Take 10, 15, 20. 4 5s are 20. So 20 liters is the capacity. Now you have the capacity of the tank, 20 liters capacity. So A will fill it in 4 hours. That means what? 4 5s are 20. That is every hour it is filling up 5 liters. Then B will fill it in 5 hours. That means 5 4s are 4 liters. So B's speed is 4 liter per hour. Then what is the tap speed of C? That is, it will empty the tank in 2 hours. That means 10 liters per hour. At this much speed, it will empty the tank. Now, A opened for 1 a.m. Okay. Now tap A is running. It is filling 5 liters in 1 hour. And B is running at 2 a.m. So at the point of 3 a.m. Okay. At the point of 3 a.m. in the tank, how much amount of water is there? Okay. 1 a.m. tap A started. At the 3 a.m. tap A opened for 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours means it has filled 10 liters in the tank. Okay. B opened at 2 a.m. So at 3 a.m. it was open for only 1 hour. So it has filled only 4 liters inside the tank. So at the time of 3 a.m. in the tank it has 10 plus 4, that is 14 liters. Now tap C is open at 3 a.m. Now tap A and B pouring water inside the tank and C is emptying the tank. Okay. Now what is the gain? Here the terms comes gain. So gain means how much C is gaining over A and B. Okay. So A and B pouring together 5 plus 4, 9 liters inside the tank. At the same time, C is emptying 10 liters, right? So C is emptying 1 liter extra in 1 hour from the reserve. What is the reserve? Reserve is 14 liter. So gain of the C is 1 liter. So it is gaining 1 liter. That means it is emptying 1 liter from the reserve. The reserve is already at the 3 a.m. 14 liter is in the tank. So 1 liter 14. That means it takes 14 hours to empty the reserve. Okay. 14 hours from 3 a.m. Remember. So here they have asked, they did not ask what is the, here they are asking time. So this will not be your answer. So 14 hours and from 3 a.m. after 14 hours, that means 14 plus 3, 17. That means at 5 p.m. evening. At the 5 p.m. evening, the tank will be empty. So answer will be B. So in the examination, even though if you corrected, you got the answer, just remember you have to be very observing. Okay, what question they are asking, you have to look for that. Okay, mathematical expression of statements. So this we'll cover in the next video. Okay, thank you for watching.